What's up everyone, this is FP Sticks bringing you some more Go Battle League battles here in the Great League. These videos were submitted to me by one of my patrons. Looks like they go by the name of Ultra League, so shout out to them. Thank you for submitting the footage. They are rank 8 around the 2000 rating mark, so again, whenever we are looking and reviewing other people's gameplay, there's always things to be learned regardless of what the person's rating is, so always keep an open mind with this stuff. If mistakes are made, we can all learn from it together, and we can also see what good plays are being made. They are rocking a team very interesting. Primeape, Gengar, and Beedrill. All three of these Pokemon are very, very glassy. They do not have a lot of bulk. And so personally, I'm very curious to see how this team is going to perform, because typically when you're team building, you really want to try to evenly distribute the bulk within your team. It's okay to run like one glass cannon like Hunter or Gengar or something like that, but typically when you have 3 Pokemon on your team that require shields to really function, it's difficult to get some wins. But let's kind of dive into this gameplay and see how this goes. Primeape is a very interesting fighting type. It has access to Night Slash, which is going to be able to hit super effective damage on the psychic types, which is really good. It definitely is walled by the fairy types, and again, it's super glassy. Looks like they're running Shadow Punch, which is the Community Day move on Gengar, and Focus Blast as a secondary move. I think Focus Blast on Gengar actually has a decent amount of play, possibly in Premier Cup, because Gengar is able to have a little bit more bulk in like the Ultra League as well. But in Great League, man, I doubt that this Gengar is ever going to get to a Focus Blast, but we will see. I could totally be proven wrong. Primeape against Whiscash. The Primeape is over farming, which means that it has to commit a shield, which is not ideal. Should have thrown the Night Slash a little bit sooner. But gonna counter it down, totally fine. So Primeape's gonna win the lead. Out comes a pure fire type. What is that? Okay, that's a Shadow Entei, very glassy. And the thing is, like, this team doesn't have a response to that. Beedrill's taking super effective damage from Fire Fang, which is not ideal. This Drill Run is going to be doing super effective damage. So this team is lacking a little bit of coverage in the fire department for sure. Entei uses Overheat. Okay, that drops the attack, and then the opponent switches out, which is a good play. Okay, so this is kind of a mistake right here. You don't want to go Focus Blast because Venusaur is sub-poison typing and it's going to resist it. Luckily, the Focus Blast is able to take it out, and considering that the Gengar is not running Shadow Ball, that was enough damage to take it out. The Gengar was able to get to a Focus Blast, which is pretty impressive. This is a horrible matchup for Primeape because all of the charge moves are resisted on Azumarill. Beedrill is a good response to Azumarill, but not when the Azumarill has an energy advantage. The Ice Beam, luckily Beedrill can tank that just fine. Skarmory is an absolute wall to Beedrill. Unfortunately, these poison jabs are double resisted, and Drill Run is single resisted because of Skarmory's flying and steel typing here. Oh man, this team also does not have a response to flying types, because Primeape is also weak to Skarmory. At least the counters are going to be able to hit for some neutral damage here. This Night Slash is going to hit for a nice chunk of neutral damage, gets the shield, and then aggressively switches into Gengar to go for a farm down. I think this is a good play. Gonna have to shield up the Sky attack, and most likely the Skarmory is going to switch out. Okay. This is where, like, if you were running Shadow Ball or if you had Sludge Bomb on Gengar, it would be much more efficient here, because Shadow Punch just does not do that much to Azumarill, unfortunately. If this was a Haunter, it would pack a little bit more of a punch, but Gengar is slightly bulkier and slightly less attack. Ice Beam is definitely going to take out Gengar. This Night Slash should just barely be enough to take out the Azumarill. Primeape is pretty glassy. Oh man, able to counter it down. That's good. Out comes the Skarmory, just gave the Primeape free energy, and this close combat is going to one-shot. Close combat is a very powerful move, and Primeape gets stab on it, so it's definitely going to be able to take out the Stunfisk. Good plays there. Good plays there. Primeape into Hypno. A horrible lead. Oh my gosh. All 3 Pokemon on this team lose to Hypno. because all three of these Pokemon are weak to confusion damage. So the Night Slash is able to connect, but it does hardly anything. Yes, Gengar is hitting for super effective on the Hypno, but the Hypno could just shield and confusion down. Okay, the opponent lets the Hypno go. Out comes Lucario. This is a very interesting play, and definitely should be going for the Shadow Punch here instead of the Focus Blast. Because Focus Blast, yes, it is going to be hitting. It's for sure going to one-shot, but it should get shielded, yeah. And in that amount of time, could have easily ripped off 2 Shadow Punches and Lucario, so Glassy would have been able to take it out. If this is like an Aura Sphere or something, okay, it's just a power-up punch, and Primeape's going to be able to counter down the Lucario. Out comes the Whiscash, and Beedrill is not a good response to Whiscash, but unfortunately it's all that they have at this point. X-Scissor is going to be hitting for neutral damage. Drill Run would also hit for neutral. X-Scissor, you do get stab on it because of Beedrill's bug typing. The Mud Bomb is going to hit Beedrill for neutral damage because of the bug and poison typing. But the poison jabs from Beedrill are resisted by the Whiscash. This Mud Bomb's going to do a decent chunk right here. That's a Blizzard? Okay, that is a Blizzard, and the Beedrill survives it just barely, but they were able to farm. Going to be able to land the close combat, which is definitely going to be able to take out the Whiscash here. Good game. Getting some wins here, that's good. Primeape into Altaria. Again, this team doesn't have a response to Flyers. Altaria actually beats this entire team. Close combat is resisted here because of the flying typing. Yes, it's going to hit for a lot of damage, but then you're going to switch out, I guess. And Beedrill's going to catch a Sky Attack, which is going to do so much damage here. Okay, going to have to shield it up. Oh my gosh, there's no way. Okay, and there's no point in trying to bait here either. Definitely want to go for the Drill Run because it's double super effective. Definitely want to go for the Drill Run because it's double super effective. Solid. Okay, now going for the Drill Run. But again, the Bastiodon didn't shield the first X-Scissor, so that really puts the Beedrill behind there. You almost never want to bait against a Bastiodon, man. It's so bulky. They're very rarely going to shield the first charge move. Primeape's going to be able to come out and counter this down. Okay, Primeape probably would have been able to survive that Stone Edge because it is resisted. Out comes Altaria. The Night Slash is going to come through. Primeape gets the attack boost, which is nice, but again, and Gengar without shields is just not able to do that much damage. The Sky Attack should most likely KO the Gengar. It's a Dragon Pulse, okay, which does even more damage. Again, this team doesn't have a response to Flyers, so it makes sense why that was a loss there. Okay, this is really not good. Luckily, the Night Slash is going to be able to hit for super effective damage, but these counters are double resisted because of Alolan Marowak's Ghost typing here. Staying in this matchup because you can't really switch into anything, right? If you switch into Gengar, the opponent's just going to switch out, and if you switch into Beedrill, it's going to get melted by the Fire Spin. So probably shield and farm down is the play right here. No shields to Gengar. That's really bold. You kind of want to preserve health on Gengar because now essentially the Beedrill is going to have to do all the heavy lifting here. Maybe going to get a shield. Okay, gets a shield, which is good. A double shielded Beedrill is going to have to sweep this entire back line. The poison jabs are hitting for super effective damage, and you definitely just want to go straight for the Drill Run here. Has to shield up the Ice Beam. If there's a Grass type in the back, this is great. Oh, they switch into Toxicroak. Yeah, again, it looks like they were going for the shield bait, but there's no sense in shield baiting here. By some miracle, the Toxicroak did shield that up, which is good. Drill Run takes it out, and then for sure just go for Drill Run here because it actually hits for neutral as opposed to the X-Scissor being resisted. But still going to be able to take this game. Just needs to shield and then poison jab it down. Good game. Again, against the Azumarill matchup, I would not bait in that at all. Looks like they're going for no bubble flex. Cool. Good games. Primeape into Stunfisk. All right. Primeape is going to resist the Rock Slides. Out comes Zapdos. Definitely just want to go for the Night Slash here. It's another flying type Pokemon, and again, this team doesn't have a response to that. Gonna get a shield from the Shadow Zapdos. One Drill Peck would take out this Primeape for sure. Should definitely go for the Night Slash as quickly as possible here. This is a Thundershock Zapdos, so it's going to get to the charge move very quickly. Oh man. You could shield this and counter down. Yeah, Drill Peck would for sure take it out. We know there's still a Stunfisk, which is going to just decimate the Gengar and the Beedrill. So now they bring out the Stunfisk. Rock Slide's going to be coming through. Beedrill, I think, survives, even though it's super effective damage. Barely survives. Going for the X-Scissor here. Does get the does get the shield. And now able to get this Drill Run off, which is going to hit for super effective damage. And then going to be able to bring out the Primeape again. Throw in the move to avoid being hit by a charge move. That's smart. A Azumarill in the back again. Yeah, this is rough. Because Gengar, its nuke move right now is Focus Blast, which is really not going to do anything against this Azumarill. The bubble damage plus an Ice Beam from Azumarill should be enough to actually take out this Gengar. The opponent is going to throw the Ice Beam here, and I think this is enough to KO. Oh, that's a Hydro Pump. Wow, definitely takes it out. Okay, good game. Yeah, the back line really struggles against Galarian Stunfisk. So again, I personally would not recommend running this team just because it lacks bulk and it lacks a lot of coverage against flying types, as we can see here. But it sounds like they pride themselves on using their spice picks, so we're featuring this video here. And then gonna throw the Night Slash on the Alola Marowak. Good that they got a shield. Definitely should let this go. And then bring out Gengar to farm down. Yep, that's a smart play. Nice. Able to farm it down before taking another Bone Club's worth of damage. Oh, Swampert is horrible for this backline as well. They have to shield this Focus Blast, right? Yep. So it's so much energy to get the Focus Blast, and Gengar just is too glassy in the Great League, I think, to be running that moveset. I would definitely recommend either Shadow Ball or Sludge Bomb as the secondary move there. But again, we have this Beedrill with 2 shields, so it's going to do some work in the back. Drill Run, I think, should be able to take out this Swampert here. Barely not enough. The Poison Jabs are resisted. Yikes. Gonna have to shield up this Hydro Cannon again. Alright. Out comes Medicham. X-Scissor will hit for neutral damage along with Drill Run because of Medicham's Psychic and Fighting typing. Alright, Poison Jab is also hitting for neutral damage. If this Medicham has Psychic, it'll one-shot this Beedrill at this range. If this is a Psychic, Beedrill can say goodbye. It's an Ice Punch, and Medicham almost is probably very close to another Ice Punch, but not able to get there. The Beedrill is going to be able to take it out. Good game. Good game. Let's see, Primeape into Meganium. Not the best matchup for Primeape here because the Frenzy Plants are going to do so much damage and Meganium is very bulky. Gonna hope for the Night Slash boost here, it looks like. Does a decent chunk. For sure has to shield up this Frenzy Plant. It's unfortunate that the Beedrill is not able to get aligned to this Meganium. Okay, Primeape's over farming now. Kind of a mistake there. Yeah, either needed to commit to the fast move farm down and shield that, or throw the Night Slash to attempt to get a shield off the Meganium. Oh my gosh, this Galarian Stunfisk is a big problem for this back line. Has to, okay, Gengar survives the Rock Slide. If this Focus Blast goes through, it's amazing, but shields are up. There's no way they don't shield this. Yep, of course they're going to shield, because both shields are up, and when you build up that much energy on Gengar, the opponent is scared, man. They're definitely going to commit shields, especially when 2 shields are up. Poison Jab is hitting Defense Deoxys for neutral, and the Bug type damage will hit it for super effective damage because of the Psychic typing. Shields up the Rock Slide, which is a good play. And the Deoxys still has a shield. Gonna burn the last shield, and it stacks back-to-back X-Scissors, which is a smart play. Nice. Okay, great. Needs to get to the Drill Run. Needs to sack. Okay, at that point, you kind of need to sack the Gengar. Because okay, Earthquake takes it out, and then it's going to be able to mud shot down. Yeah, the only play there was to sack the Gengar, but it's pretty difficult. You got to keep track of your opponent's fast moves there in order to get to that drill run. This is a favorable lead for Primeape. Out comes Cresselia. And this whole team struggles against Confusion users or Psychic types in general, because Primeape is weak to Psychics. Gengar takes super effective damage from Psychic, and so does Beedrill, even though they're able to hit back with some super effective damage as well. Primeape is staying in here, and now they kind of gave up their only response to Galarian Stunfisk, so when that Galarian Stunfisk comes back in, I imagine it's kind of just going to sweep the Gengar and the Beedrill here. It's going to be very difficult to take that thing out. Down goes the Cresselia. Stunfisk is probably going to come back out. They are up in shields, which is good, which means they could shield this and then land the drill run. Okay. This is a risky bait. I don't think this gets shielded. Yeah, that's a risky bait. Stunfisk is very bulky, and because the bait failed, this puts the Beedrill very behind in energy, able to land that drill run, which is really good, but this Stunfisk is definitely heavily overfarmed. Has some residual energy. Gengar's going to come out, Shadow Claw this thing down. That's a nice farm. Altaria in the back. Again, we know this team has a weakness to flyers, so this is going to be pretty difficult to come back from. Thank you so much to Ultra League for submitting this footage. I hope we all can learn something from this. We do need some bulk on the team. That's what I would say to Ultra League here. I think there's a lot of good plays that were made here, but the team needs some bulk for sure. Thank you all so much for watching. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you appreciate the content, and I will see you all in the next video.